on YouTube and become a full-blown content creator across all platforms. Actually, not only am I a content creator, I'm an author. I'm in the middle of writing my poetry book, along with children's book, along with other books. So that is in the plan, as well as a digital marketer. Those are the stepping stones that I can see leading me to a sense of financial freedom. I'm a new YouTuber. I'm getting used to these angles. Like, I'm excited. That's one of my biggest things stepping into this. I'm focusing on angles, capturing the right moments. I have a list of things that are my focal point. I've been a consumer for so long. I've like taken in so much content from YouTube. We all love YouTube. Came up on it. So I've done all of that, and I'm just ready to dive in and just like tap into the angles and everything. So excuse my angling right here, right now. I just purchased the new gimbal Osmo Pocket 3, and I love the quality. That's what we're on so far, and I'm learning to work it. It does have the feature where it has the active motion feature. We're figuring that out. I was thinking that we were going to use that as we do our makeup, but it has to be flipped the other way for it to work. So anyway, we're going to work with this. Hope you can see me. We're going to check in. Check out my curls, you guys. I just, so much to catch up on. Long story short, big chop, you know, we all go through it, all that big jazz, you know, when life-changing situations happen, we cut our hair, we get the piercings, we do tattoos, something drastic. For me, it was the big chop, and I colored my hair. But anyway, I committed to taking care of it and treating it and learning it, what it likes, what it doesn't like, just different products, not getting too stuck on one because that's what we're used to or what we came up on. And I must say, so far I just love my hair. Like, it's giving, sister, why wasn't you wearing your natural hair more often before you chopped it? Because I have a beautiful hair pattern and curls and everything else of that nature, but here I did finger coil them. I did finger coil it to achieve this look. And I can do tutorials on that, how I did it, because it's so simple and it really elevates a look just by simple techniques like that. So I'm here, I'm your girl, passing it down to the girls, you know what I mean? I'm here to give y'all information because we're leveling up. We're leveling up our style, our vocabulary, our knowledge, our life, just the way we treat ourselves, others. It's just a level up. So I'm here to pass down what I know, and self-care is one of the best level ups. Start within, hit that self-care, and then, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, hair coming soon. Let's get to this makeup. I'm just blabbering, guys. I'm in a great mood, if you can't tell. Life has just been so abundantly, beautifully, gratefully, abundantly great. But anyway, let's get into this makeup. Alright. Struggling right here at the end. So I'm going in with the Anastasia in the dark brown just to like darken it up. And then I'm gonna come back over them with, this is just the Beauty Supply Store brand of eyebrow pencil, and I like it because it has the little oh, I'm ashy now, don't be judging me. But yeah, it has the little bristles where strokes, it looks like real hair. So we're gonna go over it with that. Yeah, this is what I do every day to clean my eyebrows. It's the simple things like this that really make the difference, guys. So a little bit of slobber ain't hurt nobody. Don't be on that screen judging me. Like, a little bit of slobber on your eyebrows don't hurt. But because I keep it so simple, nice cleanup. So these are the brows, looking good, crisp, precise. And then something to help me with my eyebrows is remembering that they are sisters. They're not twins. So we're just gonna go in with a little bit of Kiss mascara. Now my most favorite mascara is the Rihanna Fenty, the original. Now how my pockets looking, I was like, all right, we just need some length. I like a little bit of length, so I want a little bit of volume as well. I got this in a dark shade, like a dark brown too, to match my hair and just the whole aesthetic that I'm going for in this season, like this very earthy brown, moisturized, beautiful, natural, but a pecan type of vibe, you know what I mean? Show y'all what's going on. I really like my lashes. I enjoy them. I like a good falsie too, but I enjoy the thought that my lashes are healthy and like growing long. I don't do much to them, but I just know whenever I get falsies, immediately they ripped off. Like, and I think it's because my pattern, they grow kind of wild, like witching everywhere. So it's like the glue is bound to get on it. But that's the lash. Next, color correct. So I just have a little bit of this Your Skin But Better CC Plus Full Coverage Cream with the SPF included, and it's just for a little color correction at my jawline. Look, not too much. Hold on, let's do a little more. Not too much. When I color correct, I also like to use my finger. We need real people. Bring the real people back. And not only is it just more natural than using the brush, I don't know, it's just something, it just looks natural. Beauty Supply store brand blush, but I thought it was so beautiful. I was like, oh, this color, it's like a dark plush type pink. Very cute. I don't know if the camera's catching that. Just a little blush. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? Just make it look a little sexy. You know what I mean? Like, okay. I'm putting that in good. But I said because I'm gonna do a red lip with this Anastasia as well. No, this is Maybelline, I'm sorry. With this Maybelline stick, we're gonna get to that. Favorite, like I buy it over and over. But because we're gonna do that, I feel like we should do like a little red on the eye. Put in that. I don't do it often, so brace braggalicious, like always talking about myself, because why not? I poured so much into my, nobody else have done it, pretty much. Friends, family, men, don't get me going. Like, I've been through a bunch when it comes to relationships. So that can really break you down and your confidence down. And, you know, you have to really do some healing dealing with people. Because people is whacked out and you can get lost in people's cycles. And you get all whacked out. You know what I'm saying? So to detach from that, all I came up around, I talk about myself a lot, and I had to tell myself, like, as you should, because you love, who else gonna do it? You know what I mean? So show up for yourself in that way that I do. And I love it. Some call it vain, some call it self-up, but then it's to know the difference, because yes, I speak highly of myself. I do think a lot of things about myself, but I also think it about others, also listen to others, also speak, you know what I mean? So it's balance in that. But speaking, I had a relative, because I'm an Aquarius, I should say ex-relative, because I'm quick to cut a person off. Oh, but the moral of my story with this relative, I won't go into the deets about the relationship, but she once said to me, oh, you think you're a celebrity? Who do you think you are? I say, well, do you think I'm a celebrity? Why don't we think our friends and our loved ones are celebrities, but we glorify the ones who have a presence on social media or a television screen. Like, why wouldn't you consider me a celebrity? And it was all about her knowing my schedule, knowing that I was busy at work at the time. Like, that's something common that you would know about a loved one. And if you consider that celebritism, baby, yeah. If I look back at this and they look real clown, don't even. Hopefully you come back. You gonna subscribe still. This usually take me 10 minutes. 5, 10 max. So, oh, I forgot my fake mouth. So y'all don't think you see that one there and you see that one there. I'ma just make it darker. I like to do that because it's my business, like Miss happened to be saying. Riri highlighter on my nose. Right under the eye. Brow. Add a little lip magic. You gotta smile like a maniac when you're putting on lipstick. You have to look really, really jokery. And look how I got that line so perfect. That's the key. That's the secret, folks. Smile like a maniac to get a perfect lip. So this is the look. You see where I was going with that? How to compliments them. So we're gonna finish the look. I'm gonna oil my scalp. Matter of fact, come with me. Watch me oil the scalp up too. Oh, we forgot to spritz our face with a little bit of the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is some good stuff right here. So for the scalp, we're gonna use the Donna's Recipe Strength Hair Oil to get in the scalp. Put our little pick to make Styler gel, the olive oil. I like this one, it doesn't flake. Put a little bit of that on my brush with a little water. I put a little water on there too. I feel like the water activates the Eco Gel to work really good on my hair. Besides that, it just looks cakey. Just go in, little neck hairs. Gonna add a little oil sheen, add our accessories, throw our little dress on, and let's get this party started. I call it a Versace watch. It's a Versace Versus. Again, ladies, it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. This is like a halfway luxury watch that's not luxury, but it's just, anyway. And then a few rings. And I might add to I recently broke my link, but luckily I had this silver one to kind of add on to it. But this is like my everyday almost necklace. And I might add this, might not, because it's gold, but we're gonna do these little cute earrings. So here I just added some everyday little rings, my watch. Now I'm gonna throw my dress on. Coming back to you. I figured I'll serve the girls simple tonight for this photo shoot, or for this look, should I say. Since it's like the banner, the cover, the intro, I think face. It's giving face, it's giving skin, it's giving all it needs to get. You can look at me and see like, oh, that's that girl, that's what she about to be talking about. Earthy look. So I think it complements the shirt, earrings, glasses. It's simple. Anyway, let's get to this photo shoot before the sun rises. It looks so cute, so natural, organic. Didn't take much, but the sheets that I be laying in the bed with, a little duvet I be covering up with, posted up on the wall. A little ring light I done had for about 5 years. And they look very beautiful and professional. I can't wait for y'all to see them. So in that last scene, I was just like cleaning off the porch. My dog, embarrassingly to say, but we get real tea around here. At the beginning of the month, it seemed like right when my grandma passed, I was going through a lot. My dog started acting out. Like, she turned 3 years old the same day my grandma passed, the same day as my sister's birthday. And she just started reversing backwards, doing peculiar acts, like pooping in the house. So she pooped on the porch, long story short. I just wanted to re-clean it just because it still had that energy out there. So it was just me cleansing off the porch. And then I took out these legs to spray paint them. I'll show you. I just went ahead and spray painted these gold. They were black, and I'm going to put them here on this table, or this little coffee table, which will go here in my prayer room. This will be my prayer room. It'll go back there. I'm going to lay some blankets, pillows, and things like that. Hang up some memorials. And I edited some of the pictures, and I started making the new intro. And it's basic. It's nothing crazy, but it's so beautiful to me. And I just want to give you guys a little peek, because by the time this video is out, that video should be posted, or the intro should be posted on the videos. And I also have some birthday vlogs to put up that I still hadn't edited, and that was like the beginning of February. So I'm about to start pushing out that type of content, and so by then you should see the intro. But I'll give you a little sneak peek because I'm so excited, and I can't keep a secret for nothing. If I get you a gift or something like that, or I have been wanting to tell you what I got you, like, guess what? Guess what? Or, you know, just things like that. Like, I just can't hold in good news all the time when it's in good company. So y'all good company. Let's show y'all the inside on this vlog. I wish that you guys can give me feedback, but it's gonna be a little too late for that. So I guess just drop in the comments. What do you think about the new intro? I look forward into the future, like making it more elaborate and more clean and beautified and all of those things. But that's the point about starting now. I'm just using the resources, Canva Pro subscription. I got me a little bit of technical skill. I got my MacBook and I'm just using everything I have. So I used to be the type of person where I'd be like, okay, well, I can't, you know, do it until I get this resource or until I'm able to afford blah, 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 blah. But now I'm really learning to just alchemize off of what I have. So I'm just going to start off with this plain. Look, I'm doing all this blabbering. Let me show you guys. This is, wait, oh, I can flip this camera. So this is going to be the, this is going to be the banner. I think it is so lovely. It's, you know, I got creative. I tapped into my aqua sense of things because, you know, the banner usually tells what the channel is about. So you got a little thought into my mind with my little freaky mind. Eyes roll back. Limitless self-care, travel, fashion tips, chit-chats with the divine feminine, reclaiming power, global domination, global domination. That's what we're here to do on YouTube. Take over. Welcome to the channel. So this is the banner, and this is how the intro is looking so far. 16.9 seconds. So cute, right? It was so easy as well. And this will be the, you know, the goodbye page. Thanks for watching Reflections, because I feel like if you make it to the end of my videos, you have no choice but to be a reflection or a monitoring spirit. But anyhow, anyway, I'm still looking for the music we're gonna put with that. But that's the intro so far. I'm gonna clean it up by tonight. My hope is to have that done and have at least a video or most of the videos edited. I have something I want to do. This is a process, must I say, a moment of vulnerability, because while I have been working all night and morning on this, it's a challenge. Like, once you were raised in a household or just brought up on working in a system and, you know, having to work to earn your money, me taking this big step out on faith and really pushing my content so that I can be free from working in the system has really been a journey, because it takes self-discipline first and foremost, and really holding yourself accountable and looking at these things as work. So while these are things that I know, it's also like the reprogramming, because I didn't have any of that growing up. Like, I literally had to rebuild myself into this woman that I am. I didn't have much structure, discipline. I didn't have, you know, it was just cookie cutter. I was really content in my lifestyle, and that's how my lineage chat came up. So I'm just grateful to be here present today and be a generational curse breaker and just changing the lineage. And my kids, I'm so happy for them, because they're going to have an amazing mother. And I'm just grateful that I was able to break this program. But it's something else, must I say, like really reparenting yourself, holding yourself accountable, putting yourself on time frames, just really getting to business. Not just the things that pertaining to money or finances, but just creative wise, like getting up each day to make your tea, not because it's aesthetically pleasing, but because it's good for your body. Getting up to stretch because your body needs it. Your body will thank you for it. I want to be here for my family long term. So me just making one with these habits, journaling and all these things. And again, it's a process, and it took me a while to get and obtain and retain the knowledge that I have over the years. And I think that healing is a continuous process. You're foolish if you think you get to one spot and you're healed. So I look forward to more. So I'm steadily learning. You know, I have some days where I wake up, I don't feel like journaling. I don't, but it's integrating. That's the season that I'm in, integrating. So it's finding new ways to do things and just flowing with your body in the season. Like, for example, journaling or something like that. Like, if I'm not creatively wanting to produce by writing, how about I use my voice? How about I leave it in a voice memo? How about I put it in a poem, a song? Because I'm learning these new arts that's been within me that I hadn't had the chance to alchemize on or tap into, because I was so caught up working, and that alone, work is the biggest burden that they have gifted us with, or whatever you want to call it. To them, it's a gift. To us, that is the biggest curse. It takes away from our freedom to really learn ourselves and tap into our God-given gifts and our heritage. You know, like, I'm just learning so much about myself since I have pulled myself away from the corporate system. And speaking of that, today is, I guess I'm just really heavy on this kick because today is the first day officially where I broke contract with the company that I was working for. I'm done with you. So I've had good jobs in the past and worked many of places, and each place I found myself in the same cycle. Like, I actually did contracting for a while where I work at a certain location in a certain state for a certain amount of time, and once my contract was released, I'll go along to the next job. And that was good for me in those seasons, because when I have commitment issues when it comes to working, I don't like to stay at places long. It just builds up. It's like I get there, I earn, and I'm out. I save, I move that money around how I need to do it, and I'm out. But now, as I'm speaking out loud on this and reflecting, it was a beauty in me learning and frequent and fluent with my energy and how I not get stuck in one place, because I think that is a factor with entrepreneurship as well. Like, especially starting off, you don't really know when your next dollar is going to come in or how, but it's just like having that faith and maximizing, doing what you can, you know, gathering, because your needs are going to be provided for. I have no fear on this journey. that my needs will not be provided for. Things might seem blurry right now, but that's why we get into work. Because as long as I'm putting in the work, Spirit, God, Source, God will supply all my needs. I'm aligned with the universe, my ancestors backing me. So the moral of this, free flow, free talking, but just my experience in working. And I know that some things are easier said than done, because I put this job on faith, and I know that many people are probably not in the space to make such a courageous decision as I did, or as I'm doing with my job, but I get it. And I'm getting lost in my thoughts, so we're gonna drop that off right there. I'm loving this time, though. That's the moral of the story. The time that it's given me to really be free. I feel good. I wake up in the mornings like, wow, this is my life. Like, I feel really good. And mind you guys, like, I'm still in this space, rebirth, where I'm not even at my old life no more, but I'm just entering this new life. So it's like, you know, I went through the process of shedding, including friends, family, old relationships. So it's just me, and I've never been at this space where I felt so peaceful and at home with myself, and truly nurturing and loving and pouring into myself, along with the job. It's just so many things happening at once in life, and I know that it's not just me. I know that so many of us are going through things, and time just seems to be sped up. I was just sitting here thinking, like, time in a day is not the same. Time is moving fast, and that lets us know that there's some spiritual movement coming, and the veils are closer, and all of that good jazz. So it's just important these days to really do what you love, do what makes you happy, because that is the key. That is what will lead you to the golden gates. Just to feel good, or just romanticizing each moment in your life, like something as simple as going to get something to eat. Feel it, enjoy it, be present. And those are the keys to happiness, because you can get that gate, you can get to that golden gate, but what's all of that without that happiness within? So, yep, that's my little quick blabber. I just did me some dancing and stretching, speaking of feeling all fluent. I'm about to feed Lily here in a bit. Finish working on these things, and then I'm going to add the music to it and go from there. I'm excited.